Okay, it's that time again. Who's up first? Hey, my man Johnny Luck. What you got for me today?
Congratulations on being named a starter in the All-Star game.
Thanks, John. Thank you.
Now, were there any NBA All-Stars you especially looked up to growing up?
Definitely Dwayne Wade. I mean, I like loved this game. How quick and explosive he was. But I was also a huge fan of Zach Randolph. I mean, completely the opposite type of player. You know, he got it done with strength and skill and not a lot of hops, but those two are my guys.
So you've already accomplished some major goals this early in your career. But what's next for you? What else can you do to elevate your game?
What's next? What's next is definitely team success, Sean. I mean, individual accolades don't mean a whole lot without advancing to the playoffs to back it up. The only MVP I'm really interested in is Finals MVP. If you look back in history, those awards traditionally go to the guys who we consider the GOATs. So I'm trying to snag a couple of those before I get out of here.
Now, Finals MVP is a huge goal, of course, but any thought to how much you've accomplished already?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely cool to have hit the ground running, but I can't get caught up in the hype. So much has happened in the past year. You know, I've gone from highs to lows to back on top again. You know, you can't listen to the Greek chorus, though. You know, you're never as bad as they think, and you're never as good as they think either.
Wise words, wise words. Hey, thanks for your time.
Anytime, man. CG! Always good to see you. What's your question?
Congratulations on leading the All-Star vote.
Thanks, CG.
Now, you were a top pick, but there was some question as to whether you were a generational talent. Do you think you've proven that you are?
I think it's way too early to say. You know, plenty of guys have looked that way for a year or two, only to regress or get injured or whatever. You know, what makes you a generational talent is championships, plain and simple. Are you good enough to carry a team into contention by yourself? If you are, then to me, you're a generational talent.
Do you think you're on track to do that?
Nah, because, Candace, I don't need to carry this team. You know, we've got a bunch of guys who can play here. I just need to fit in and play my role. You know, that might mean taking more shots or whatever, but listen, I'm far from the only threat on offense.
I gotta say, you're definitely the biggest star on this team. I mean, how do you feel about the fan base?
How do I feel about the fans? Man, I love the fans. You know, they've really embraced me and my brand. And I'm hoping, you know, more of them will check out my socials, you know. That'll keep them up on everything that I do, but, you know, hopefully this interview will do numbers. Okay, that's it? All right. Thanks, guys.
Oh, I'd like to get the message over to our G-League during the next video prompter. We have all the time. All the time. Like, get fun. Get this. Yes, we like gigs. Really?
7.
Hate to see that. Alright, guys. I think we're going to out. Yep. Catch you guys later.